Hi, friends. It's me, Juanita. I'm just a gal living in California, and my food costs have been very expensive lately. Also, my living costs here in the San Francisco Bay Area of California. So I'm gonna do a budget meal for you guys, and all of this items here on the table is from the food bank. So this is gonna be 100% food bank meal for you guys. Okay, so here I have spaghetti. I'm gonna cook this spaghetti. It's the non-GMO one. It says 9 to 11 minutes cook time. I was so blessed to receive this organic ground beef. Okay, so I'm gonna slice this in four and use 1/4 for today's meal. It's just me and my son. We only need 1/4 for our spaghetti and ground beef mixture. I'm gonna make my own spaghetti sauce. I have a can of tomato sauce and a can of diced tomatoes. So I'll make some homemade red sauce. For our veggie, I'm gonna make some um, corn, and here I have some vegan butter. So remember, I'm dairy free, but I can have vegan butter. So I'm gonna add vegan butter to the corn, and also we're gonna have some bread with our spaghetti. So we're having spaghetti with ground beef and meat sauce. And this is the only bread I have right now. It's sandwich bread. So we're gonna eat some of this sandwich bread with our meal. Okay, all right. So let's get to it. Hey friends, I have some of this avocado oil. I just drizzled it inside of this pan. And here is that ground beef. 1/4 of the container is quite a lot. So I'm gonna see how much half of this is. And that might be enough for me and my son. So let me do half first. And then if I need more, I will add more. I'm just gonna cook this ground beef. I also have the water starting to boil for the pasta. So let's cook this. Let me add some salt. I'll be right back. Some salt. Okay. I'm just gonna move it around and make sure it's cooked all the way through. And this is gonna make the meat sauce for the spaghetti. So we're gonna make spaghetti with meat sauce. Okay. And when it's like this, it looks like it's pretty much cooked or almost cooked. I'm going to add the can of diced tomato. Okay, and then let that simmer. This is going to be my sauce. I'll add some more salt to that. Okay, I'm just going to squish down the tomatoes like that. And put the heat to medium. Okay, I'm going to squish those tomatoes down. Mix it around. And cover it. And let that simmer. Okay, let's check our water. Okay, almost boiling. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is turn this pot on here. I'm going to add my corn into there. Okay, so this is my can of corn. I'm going to add it to the pot like that. The pot is on, so it's going to heat up the corn. And then I'm going to add some of this vegan butter into there. Okay, so there is some vegan butter. Let me add it in there. Okay. Gonna mix this around. Okay, and let that melt and flavor the corn. Okay, friends, it looks like the water is now boiling. So I'm gonna add in my spaghetti. It should cook in 9 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna put about that much. This is enough for me and my son, just the two of us. And I know this is controversial, but I do break the pasta in half. And to me, I think it cooks faster, so I'm gonna break the pasta in half. I'm sorry if you do not do that, but I do that. Okay, it says 9 minutes. So here I put the timer. I do 9 minutes. Start. So when this beeps in 9 minutes, it will be done. Everything should be done in 9 minutes. Let me mix the corn. All right, friends. So the timer is set. When this beeps, I'll get back to you. See you soon. Hey, friends, welcome back. The pasta is all done. The meat sauce is all done. And my corn is all buttered up with the vegan butter. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to plate the food. I'm going to drain the pasta, and then you're going to see the finished product. Thank you. I'm back. So here is the finished product, the corn, the meat sauce, and the spaghetti. I have the 2 pieces of bread here, one for me, one for my son. We're going to eat this with our spaghetti and meat sauce. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and scoop some spaghetti on our plate for me and my son. Okay, this can be my plate. I'm going to scoop a little bit more. All right, and this one is going to be my son's plate. I'll give him less because he has a smaller appetite than me. And if he wants more, he can always ask for seconds. So I don't like to put too much on his plate because then he gets discouraged. He says, Mommy, that's too much. I can't finish all that. So I'd rather start with the little portion, and then if he wants more, I give him more. Okay, I'm going to add some of the yummy meat sauce, homemade meat sauce. Everything here is from the food bank. The tomatoes and the ground beef. Okay. And then we're going to have corn for our veggie today. So I'll get a scoop of corn, and my son will get a scoop of corn. And then for dessert, we're going to have some of these popsicles. I'm going to have the pina colada. This is dairy-free. It's made with coconut milk. And my son likes these, the mini fruit pops. And he'll probably have strawberry as his favorite. And mine is the pina colada. And these are dairy-free. They're only made out of basically, I think, fruit juice. So they're very healthy for you. These were not from the food bank. These I bought myself. But other than that, everything else was from the food bank. All right, friends, please click the subscribe button. Please click the bell button to get notified when I post a new video. Please comment below. Does my meal look good? Would you eat it? Am I a good chef? Okay. Please watch the video all the way through. And if you're feeling super duper generous, please check out my Buy Me Coffee link and my Amazon wish list. Mother's Day is coming up soon, so I added some Mother's Day gifts for myself. And of course, most of the stuff on the wish list is for my son. Okay, friends, thank you so much. Heart. And I hope you like this cooking video. All right, bye. Have a good day.